to Revisewell. Dear students, in today's class, let's discuss about the teachings of Vardhaman Mahavira, which has inspired many. Mahavira taught 5 O's and 3 principles of behavior. What does O's mean here? O's are nothing but the promises or pledge. The later are called as 3 Ratnas, 3 jewels or 3 Ratnas we call. First are the 5 vowels, and whereas the 3 principles, what are they called as? The 3 principles are called as the 3 Ratnas, or what do we call them as, children? 3 jewels. So firstly, let's know about the 5 principles which are taught by Mahavira. The 5 O's are as follows: non-violence, which means ahimsa; truth means satya; astheya means what? Not to steal; aparigraha means not to have the possession; and brahmacharya means what, children? To remain unmarried. So these are the 5 principles taught or made the practice by the Jains, who are the followers of Vardhaman Mahavira. Let me tell you, what does the non-violence mean? Non-violence means ahimsa, not to do the violence. Truth means satya, always speak the truth. Asteya means what? Not to steal or not to rob the things. And aparigraha means not to own the ownership or not to own the things called as possessions or in the form of property. And the brahmacharya means to remain unmarried. So these are some of the simple principles which were in practice and taught by them. So the 3 Ratnas which we called as 3 jewels, such as Samyak Gyan, Samyak Darshan and Samyak Charita. So here the word Samyak is nothing but what, children? Right. So the word called Gyan here is nothing but right knowledge. That is the first jewel taught. And Samyak Darshan means what? In order to have right faith. Samyak Darshan means right faith, and Samyak Charitra means right conduct. So these are the 3 Ratnas which was taught, and as well as which was the principles taught by Mahavira in order to have the good behavior. So these are all practiced by the people who are the staunch followers of Vardhaman Mahavira, and the people have also got attracted towards all these simple principles because nowhere it is hurting anybody and it is totally meant for the peaceful life. And in order to lead a life which is having the morality and moral values and the ethics and giving the value for the family and relationship, so this made the people to attract the religion called as Jainism, and they have also started to follow them immensely. So this is about the 5 O's and the 3 Ratnas. Jainism does not reject the existence of the God completely, yet it advocated atheism. Atheism means having no belief or non-belief. It doesn't mean that it has rejected any of the other religions, or it doesn't demotivated or degraded any other religions, but they were having some of the simple beliefs which they wanted the people to get inculcated with. But it denies the role of God in the daily affairs of the people, and it places God lower than the Jina. That means here whom, children? Jina means conqueror, the one who had got the control on his senses, and as well as who have punished his body by doing the fasting and all. So they were considered that the God is little less as compared to the value of the Jina, but they have not totally rejected or totally rejected the existence of the God in any manner. So that was the belief of them regarding God. So what did the Jains believe? The followers of the Jainism believe that every animate thing, that is bringing to the life, and inanimate things called as not alive, that means living and non-living thing, possesses a soul. Possesses means which contains or which holds a soul. They also believe that it is only through purification of the soul that one can achieve freedom from rebirth and attain nirvana. So, what was the belief of these people is whatever the good deeds which they wanted to perform in their lifetime, that has to be done within the lifetime which is being given to them. So, they must not expect the rebirth to be followed, and that is the only way is to get the purified with the heart and soul, to be away from the rebirth or punarjanma, and as well as to attain the nirvana. So, this was the belief of the Jains, that both the animate and inanimate things also possess some kind of soul, that we must not hurt them knowingly or unknowingly. Purification of soul is possible through doing what? Through performing the meditation and through following the fasting and punishment of the body, and as well as destruction of the body. So, these are some of the ways in which the purification of the soul takes place, was the belief followed by the Jains, where they do not want to hurt any of the things which are present in the nature. This process is called as what? Sallekhana. Sallekhana means the purification of the soul, which is practiced in the form of doing meditation, doing the fasting and purification of the body, and as well as the destruction of the body, which they termed as Sallekhana. The concept of karma. Karma means performing the good deeds or the works which we perform in our lifetime must be associated with the good thing, that is for the welfare and as well as benefit of everybody, without just thinking about the greed and satisfaction of oneself. According to this, a human being can attain salvation. Salvation means what, children? The ultimate aim of the life, which is called as moksha. The salvation or the moksha only happens through the performance of the good and as well as holy acts. The things which makes others happier or which makes them to get satisfied, through this way only the purification of the soul takes place, and they must be freed from the rebirth. So, doing such good things would be not would make them to attain the nirvana also. To attain enlightenment, the soul had to achieve freedom from the bondage of the body. To get enlightened, to get more spiritual in his lifetime, what is the only thing which they felt is the right way? That is to achieve the freedom from the bondage of the body. That is not having the liking towards ourselves, that need to dress up like that so that I could look better than or prettier than. Not about the concentration made on the body. We must also have the control on our senses, and that is the way of purification of the soul, was the belief followed by the Jains, the followers of Jainism. Traditionally, we get to see the two sects in the religion called Jainism. Here the sects are nothing but what, children? The divisions. The division which is made among the religion called Jainism. One is the Shvetambaras, and the second sect or division is Digambaras. Shvetambaras, those saints and their followers who wear white clothes. The word Shveta in the word Sanskrit refers to what? White. So, the saints or the followers of Jainism who oftenly wear the dress of white in color, they are considered as the first sect called as Shvetambaras, who wear the white clothes, and they are called as Shvetambaras. The next sect or division is called as Digambaras, those saints and the followers who do not wear any clothes. So, they are called as the Digambaras. Shvetambaras are the white worn saints, and whereas the Digambaras are those sects who wear no clothes. So, this is the division of two which was made in the religion called Jainism. After the first Jain council, the preachings of Mahavira or the teachings of Mahavira were written down or were compiled in the 12 volumes. These 12 volumes are called as the 12 Angas by the Jains. They are in which language? they are in the language called as Prakrit language. So the main intention of making the writings in the language of Prakrit is it's a very ordinary and as well as common language which was known for everybody. So that's the intention of writing those and preserving those teachings in the language called Prakrit. A group of Jains who have also migrated. Migrated means what, children? Shifted, or they have moved to the south due to the famine in Bihar and settled down at Shravanabelagola. Shravanabelagola is one of the place which is located in the state called as, in the district called as Hassan district and located in the state of Karnataka. So these people, like as the more followers and the Jains were present in the Bihar as it was the birthplace of Vardhaman Mahavira. So due to famines, the people have started to shifted or migrated to the southern part of India, and few saints have also settled at the state of Karnataka at the place called as Shravanabelagola. So that is how the Jainism got spreaded here and there in some major parts of India. Thus even here Jainism spreaded and many works were written in Kannada language, Telugu and Tamil languages. So people got to know about the preachings of Vardhaman Mahavira. They have also got somewhat attraction towards the teachings of him because they were simple and as well as they were very much meaningful. And the famous Kannada poets called Pampa, Ranna, Janna and Ponna were also Jains. Do you know what is Pampa called as in the Kannada literature? He is called as Adikavi, isn't right? So these are the names of the some of the poets who were of Jains who made some literary works in the language called as Kannada. So this is how we got to know about the five principles and the vows taught by Vardhaman Mahavira and how it has been got widespreaded in the various regions of the country and as well as the divisions of Jainism.